4 times a year, 81-year-old Charlotte Bergen goes to Carnegie Hall here in New York City to conduct the American Symphony Orchestra. It's an expensive treat, and she pays for it herself. At all other times, Charlotte Bergen treasures her privacy, so I'm only going to tell you that she lives somewhere in New Jersey, and that for most of her life she has lived there alone, a recluse. Even by New York standards, Charlotte Bergen is a most unusual person, and Bob Dotson tells us tonight how she came to be the way she is today.
Pass this old home on a cold winter's morning, and you will hear music, deep and full. It comes from a third-floor window and will lead you to Charlotte Bergen. For 45 years, Charlotte Bergen has been searching for the perfect sound. 6 hours a day, 7 days a week, alone in this little room. For 45 years, while other young women married and moved away, Charlotte Bergen shut herself off to study music. She was born to music and to money, a shy child who preferred the classics to classmates. So her mother provided tutors in her tiny room. And her father told her simply, live life deeply.
Finish what you start was one of the things my dear parents used to say to me. My father in the evening when he'd come home from his office, she'd come up the little hallway here, his shoes tight he wore, would squeak, squeak. And then he'd look right on me and he'd say, still hard at it? I say, yes, Daddy, still hard at it. For 45 years.
Then something happened 15 years ago that changed Charlotte Bergen's life. Her church asked her to present a music program. Well, Charlotte may be shy, but she loves a challenge. So at age 69, Charlotte Bergen decided to take her music to the public.
All the feeling that had been bottled up for so long broke loose. She decided what she really wanted to do was conduct at Carnegie Hall. 4 times a year for the past 7 years, Charlotte Bergen has paid $40,000 to rent Carnegie Hall and its orchestra for her own concert season. A dream she had held since seeing the great conductor Toscanini.
And I remember sitting with my mother and father, and as I watched him conduct, I found myself becoming more and more intrigued with the conductor's stick. And finally I found myself actually leaning forward. And I wonder what it feels like to stand there and swing that little stick.
You're a person who's terribly shy. What did you have to tell yourself to get Charlotte Bergen to step out on that stage at Carnegie Hall?
The very first time I walked out there, I remember as I left the green room, and approached the podium, saw it coming closer, closer, closer. And now, see, Bergen, you get out there, you step up there, and you start swinging.
Music's been a constant in your life.
I can do something with it. I can't do anything with the sunset except pull the window shade down a little more, or a sunrise, or the evening star. I can look at it, but I can't pluck it. Can't do it. I can't identify with it. It is it.
If you feel you are in the presence of a poet, you are also in the presence of a farmer. 3 years ago, Charlotte Bergen broke her back when she tumbled from this 10-ton yellow tractor she calls Hercules. She was plowing her 200 acres. Now she waits for her one visitor a day, the chauffeur, who brings a pint of ice cream at noon. It is the only break she allows herself during the concert season. Most of the time, music is to Charlotte Bergen what winning was to Vince Lombardi. Everything. She practices 4 hours a day, waving her broom-handled baton to an empty room. And when she is ready, she gives away tickets to anyone who wants to come see her.
Some folks might say that what you're doing at Carnegie Hall is an extravagant way to spend your money.
What do you think I'd go there and just flourish around? Oh, see me, Charlotte Bergen. Da-da-da. I'm going to rush out in the moment I have a tea party I must attend. Ooh. To me, it would be highly immoral to bring a frivolous and a surfacey attitude toward that great music. If I could help them build an orphanage here or there or what have you, or do something that doesn't things, I wouldn't know anything about it. I just dump money into other people's hands. This, I've a live part of it, man. I cannot seem to get you now. Don't get me riled. I've a live part of it. The gift without the giver is bare.
What do you think about how you have lived your life?
Haven't finished living it yet. I'm only 81. Tell you later on. Maybe I'll get them to tell you.
Well, we don't have to wait. The people love her. And the critics do too. Her music becomes feeling, not sound. A blending of the head, the hand, and the heart. Thousands come to see her. Thousands more are turned away. They come to enjoy, but get something more.
I think they carry away what I bring there. The love of it all.
From Carnegie Hall in somewhere in New Jersey, 81-year-old Charlotte Bergen. We'll be right back after these announcements.